Hello, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
As Jack yawns into
I gave
the mic.
everybody a yawn.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had a 5-minute break, and you yawn the minute he hits record.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't yawn once until then.
Yeah.
This is hour 17, 10 a.m., little after 10.
Yep.
Oh, this
Captain's
is so
log.
good.
Captain's log.
So
start
good.
8, 5, 4,
So
7,
Mark
6.
is still back from the last hour.
I am
Right.
still here, ready
Welcome
to
back.
lose.
Ready to
And-
lose.
Ready to lose
But
at any
ready to
game
have a
we
good
play.
time.
And we have a new guest calling in,
Oh.
Gina Coyle. Welcome.
Hey,
Gina Coyle of Tower 4. Bear with us. It's hard to think now because it's been so long.
of course, yeah.
Tower-
Tell us the stuff you've
Gina
done.
can do her own,
What-
she can
what
do her own
voices?
intro.
Yeah, what other voices?
Yeah. So yeah, I do Tower 4. I'm in End of All Hope as Kylie. I
That's
do
right.
Crystal Blue. Fit Palmer.
Yeah,
I don't even
Palmer.
remember. I'm so bad with names. I did Paralyzed. The detective person.
I just found out just now that you were Kylie. That's so cool.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Kylie. Yeah, Paralyzed. Who are you in Paralyzed? You are Torv, right?
Frankie.
I think it's Torv.
I just made up a name. You're Frankie. That's who you are now.
Robart? No, that's
No, Robards is the other one. Yeah, you're Regina Torv, I think. And Robards is your sidekick, or not sidekick, but partner. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, I can remember that name. I couldn't remember my name.
Yeah.
And then what else have I done?
I know there's a lot of others.
Julian Good.
Yeah, Julian Good in season 2 of Atlas 70B.
That's such a perfect role for you.
Oh, thank you. I guess you're so weird.
She was a bit eccentric. Yeah. Wait, Mark.
That's why it's perfect for you.
Napakin. Yeah. Yeah, no, you've done a bunch of voices.
I'm sure Steve Coyle would agree with me.
That I'm crazy?
I didn't say that.
I'm going a second. Yeah, what's that, hon? What do you think?
I think you're great just the way you are.
I'm great.
Aw, so sweet.
Atta boy, Steve. Live to fight another day.
So sweet. What's the last time we talked was the recap episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was real tired. Like I was more like you guys are probably right now during that conversation because it was like a Friday night and
Yeah.
I had just survived another week, so it's kind of like, hey guys. So I was like, I need to bring energy today because you guys probably need help. At this point.
Yeah, that was. We've had a guest pretty much every hour so far. We're trying to keep it moving, and then we also try to take breaks in between so we can save and export the file so we don't lose anything. About 3 hours ago, we were really starting to feel it. It was a little rough.
Bad. Very bad.
Yeah, like we had to stand up because we were starting to get tired.
My brain was like, I am going to hard restart your ass if you don't chill.
Yeah.
And then Mark showed up and
then
really
Mark showed
turned it
up.
up to 11.
Yeah, it was all due to Mark and not the coffee that our significant others
Mark
brought
didn't
us.
bring.
Yeah. Needed that coffee.
Well, I brought alcohol in case we needed that to help us out too. So I'm prepped and ready if need be.
Oh God.
It's 9 a.m.
Yeah. No, it's 10.
Oh, no, it's 10. It's 10. We're good.
Wait, are you?
It's a mimosa hard cider, so it's
That's-
appropriate for the
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain
Crisp
your
and
alcohol
refreshing.
consumption to us.
Yeah.
Not to this
You
group.
drink as much as you want. What was I gonna say though? The shoot, what did we just talk about before that? We did drink alcohol earlier, and that was probably not a good idea.
2 old fashions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What is your whiskey
And
of choice, gentlemen?
Woodford Reserve.
Yeah, probably
Or
same.
Screwball. One of the two.
I like 4 Roses too.
Oh, okay. Gina, what is your drink of choice?
Oh gosh, it depends on the time of year. I'm very, like the all about whiskey. I love a
Nice.
good whiskey
Oh.
cocktail.
So what's your
and-
whiskey of choice?
Steve, what's that whiskey I really like? He makes my cocktails, so I gotta figure out what's my favorite whiskey. Okay, so there's a couple I like. That last one we just did that I was like, Tullamore Dew, 12 year.
God damn.
Oh,
You have some very
Wait,
expensive
12
taste.
year? Dang.
Too
Yeah,
rich
yeah,
for my
really.
blood.
Well, like I said, Steve's a whiskey snob, so we have to have at least 6 variations of them in a house,
Gotcha.
depending on our.
Wait, so are you drinking it?
This whiskey was distilled after pouring out the flames of an old courtroom that was ablaze.
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
And you see the difference. When we were in Ireland, we went to a whiskey museum and we did a whiskey tasting.
God.
Nice.
We brought our kids too. It's like every kid's dream to go
Of
watch their
course.
parents drink.
They all loved it.
And
Yeah.
They're like,
But,
wow, barrels.
Mom, can I go do this? I don't give a rat's ass.
yeah. Well, it was funny. We were at their very across from it was Trinity College, and like kids were doing college things there,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Sounds like Nan and Tap," and we were like, "Whoa!" So that was an interesting thing.
Nice.
Where's there a whiskey museum? Where's that located?
It was right across from the college, so it was in Dublin.
Oh,
Oh, in Ireland.
Whoa.
That's where it was.
yes.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump over the pond, was it?
Over the pond.
Yes, yeah. Well, when in Ireland.
Yeah.
That whiskey.
What in Ireland? Doing the Irish
I see
do.
what you did
Just
there.
Irish.
It's like the thing that people used to say about Rome.
Yeah. But people don't do that in Rome anymore.
No,
It's Ireland's the new Rome. That's what I've heard.
that's what everybody's saying on the
The
street.
new hot spot.
That's what they're saying here in
In
Tampa.
all my social circles, that's what they're saying.
Yeah. How many social circles do you have?
4.
Cool. Don't explain it any further. I just wanted to know.
The 4,
Nice.
my 4 corners of the circle.
Yeah. Solid.
Gina, can you tell we're delirious over here?
I would expect no less. I mean, I would be. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you can speak like dead to the world. I'd be like, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
falling asleep right now. So, I have much respect for you guys.
We only have 8 hours left.
Well, stop counting down. That's not going to help.
That doesn't help. Yeah, it really
You
doesn't.
can't count down yet. It's still too far to count down.
It is. It is too far.
It's like waking up in the middle of the night going, I got to be up in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sitting there
Yay.
watching the alarm for 2 hours.
And then falling asleep 2 minutes
Jeez.
before the alarm goes off.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
time to get up.
Yep.
And then waking up after you've subconsciously hit that snooze 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or consciously.
Yeah.
I'm conscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's talk about things other than sleep.
I'm trying. Well, yeah.
So what else is up, guys?
Yeah. What's up? What else is new?
What's your favorite lullaby?
The coffee has definitely woken me back up. I am nowhere near in as dangerous a place as I was a couple hours ago.
Oh, that's good.
I was so close. I was like, if my eyes close, I'm going to bed. And if I get up and I'm still in this recording studio, I'm still going home.
Yeah.
You
Well,
wake
yeah.
up here, it's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to give up on this venture.
I will leave at any time.
23rd hour. I just want to be a liability so people will tune in every week.
Is he there?
This is the week Jack quits.
Maybe you should record 24 episodes of every podcast just like this.
Yeah.
Just knock it out in one day.
Yeah. Don't even do
Whole
don't even
season.
do sound effects
No
or
sound
music.
effects. Yep.
Just Michael Winslow.
Just
people-
do it like this. Yep.
People will love it.
Door opens.
Yeah.
People will still complain. They'll still complain.
It's not coming out fast enough.
I want more than 24 episodes. Why isn't it daily?
These 24 episodes aren't an hour long. They're like, some of them are like 50 minutes. What is that?
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time.
It's really nice to shit on the fans.
We're just kidding, guys. It's not these fans that are listening to this podcast.
No,
It's
you're the real
ones-
fans.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm not kidding. If you're one of those fans, I'm talking directly
It's
to you.
no, but those fans aren't the
kidding.
ones listening to the 24-hour podcast.
Right.
But
The
also
fans that
listen.
like us are.
I know those people can kind of get on your nerves, and I see this from an outside perspective. I'm not a part of 7am. I'm just a friend of a friend.
Sure.
But those people are excited, and yeah, it does come out in very frustrating ways sometimes, but they want to hear your stuff really bad. So we get it,
Yes. We do love them.
but also,
Listen,
come on, it's hard. It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Shelnafia.
Well, the problem is now that we're like a business, like an actual business, it's like there's a lot of other stuff that like goes into, it's not just like we sit down, record, get it all done in a day, then we edit the next day, and then like it only takes like a day or two to like write each episode. Like there's a lot. There's emailing people back. There's like all the advertising stuff. There's
All-
making trailers and ads for each one that goes onto the podcast.
All the
It's like
sexual harassment lawsuits.
all the sexual harassment lawsuits, all the court proceedings that we have to go to. Yeah, it gets crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, but there's just like a lot of stuff that like gets added to it, and then we do contract jobs sometimes to make extra money to put towards the podcast.
Yeah, it's all
so
to
it's
build.
like, but when we do that, it takes away from the podcast we're doing. So it's like it's a give and take thing, you know? Like, do we want to make that extra money to put towards our shows and get some extra money, or, you know, just focus on ours, but then like we gotta like really scrounge up and see how much we can pay people. So
I get it,
it's
man.
rough.
I'm looking at your wall. It's covered in soundproofing. Soundproofing ain't
that
free.
wasn't free. All the soundproofing, new computer, soundboard,
3 headphones apparently.
3. Yeah, because our 4th one just broke.
It broke during the 24-hour.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Who got too excited?
I think somebody has stepped on it.
I think
or
it was
something.
me.
You stepped on it?
No. All I know is I put it on and one of them was sagging off my ear. I was like, that can't be good. I don't know where it got that injury, but whatever.
What kind of mic do
zip
you
tie.
use, Gina?
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm not a tech person. An
There you go.
AC something.
what kind of mic do I use?
yeah.
No, I took like these voice acting. I did the whole like intro to voiceover class thing, and it was like 4
nice.
virtual classes. I like messaged them and was like, "What should I use?" And they said this, and I was like, "Okay," and I bought it. Like,
Nice.
I don't know. I'm so not techie. I just see.
No, honestly, we aren't either. Like, I know the bare minimum to get by. We have like the pretty
You got a
easy
good
soundboard.
setup.
Yeah,
You got a good setup.
but it's like the bare minimum. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You don't have 4 individual booths that we stand in.
no. But we do have one
No,
booth
yeah,
now.
I have a blanket thumbtack to my ceiling upstairs, and this mic, and a trash picked computer that my husband picked, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Like, it doesn't even connect to the internet. It's not a good Windows XP.
Wow.
Like, I didn't take this
XP.
because those people are not paying me anymore. But, like, that's what I'm working with. Like,
Yeah.
so.
No.
And
It works,
comes
though.
out good.
It
Yeah.
still works. That's all that matters.
So for anybody that's interested in getting into this, you don't need too much. And you
Yeah,
can
you
still be
don't.
okay.
Yeah, you can still like. Yeah, you just need the
A
just
spare garage.
for it to sound just good enough. Like, your audio quality sounds good, but there's some people that like every once in a while it's like a little bit, but then you do a little bit of tweaking, or you just get some of the mics are not that expensive. Like, we've bought some
Right.
of the expensive ones, but there's ones that you can get by that aren't that bad. And then same with
Yeah,
the
I feel like-
headphones and and then same with like you just get a blanket, hang that up.
Yep.
I've known a lot of people who just do the quilt, hanging up the quilt. Or whatever.
Soundproofing ain't free.
No, none of it's free.
But it can be cheap. You gonna get into the questions or?
Oh, should we? Yeah, we got to do the questions. I forgot about that.
They
Yeah,
are
I
did.
glossy-eyed.
So we have questions for you, Gina. Everyone's been answering
Gina,
these.
we're questioning you.
yeah.
We'll be ready.
Fire away.
Yep.
This is gonna be a wild boogie.
Some of them are
bonanza.
weird. Just remember, we are immature, so
Some
that's
of
something.
them
I
are
answered
gonna
these
be
last
really
time, so you're
good.
on your own.
yeah. yeah.
No, okay.
All right. The first one's pretty easy. Number one, have you ever listened to a 7am podcast?
Yeah,
You have? Don't lie.
I do. Yeah,
You don't have to
I'd
lie.
like to hear.
You'd like
I'd
to hear your own
about-
voice?
I do,
Jeez.
because I want to know if I, and then so I can be different and try to be better. So I listen to them all. Plus, because when I get the script, I only read my lines. I don't read anything else. So it's like nice to know what's actually happening
Yeah.
in
that
the
makes
stories.
sense.
Has anybody
So
said no
yeah, I
yet?
listen.
Oh, a lot of people have
Huh?
said no.
I said no.
Yeah, Jack doesn't listen to them.
I don't listen to
That's
anything.
true. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I have to. I edit them, so I'm,
Do
What'd you say, Gina?
you edit them too, though?
No, I don't.
Because I was going to say, once you edit, there's like, why would you listen to it again? Because
Yeah.
you've been listening to it.
oh yeah, I don't listen to any of them.
I have to
fun.
hear
For the
them all
algorithm?
because Rob's always like, do it again, again, more, dance, monkey, dance better.
Jack just has 6 cell phones that are all subscribed, but he has them all on mute. So they just play
yes,
all the way
yes.
through. But
and we get the ad revenue.
I call
from
that the brain trust.
it. Yeah, nice.
Bunch of iPhone.
You're like
6s.
that guy in Japan with the
Yeah.
Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
just playing on all the different
Pokemon
phones.
Go.
PVC pipe with them all glued to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so question number 2.
Yes.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be? And how would it help you if you were hired?
Like hired for like what?
Any type of job.
We just the job, just the job at hand.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I think flying because I'm terrified of falling.
Okay.
So if I
So you
could
can never
fly,
fall again. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I wouldn't have to be afraid of heights anymore,
that
and
makes
that would be a
sense.
good one. Yeah, 'cause,
Flying's
like
fun.
I get
Don't you think that your fear of heights might hamper you if you had to fly higher into flying into? Gina's the one who's like flying 4 feet off the ground throughout the neighborhood.
Yeah. Like I think I would fly, but I would only fly if I fell down. You know what I mean? Like it would be like, okay.
She falls off the top rung of a ladder.
The
and
most
she starts to fly.
underutilized superpower of all time.
And eventually she's just like showing off with it, like purposefully tripping herself just so she can be like, whoa,
Yeah.
hey, caught myself.
You know, 100%. That would I would be terrible at. I'd be like, I'm still doing it, but I can.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You can't fall. So
Yeah, and how would it help me if I was hired for anything? Like, probably not at all, because I would be like, I can't fly.
At least
like
we'd
that.
know you never fell.
yeah,
I mean, it's great for workers' comp. You can't fall down.
Right.
that's true.
You can be head of HR. I know you didn't fall down. You can fly. You can
You
fly.
can fly. All right, number 3. If you can live in one of these fictional worlds, the Lord of the Rings world, Harry Potter world, or Star Wars, which
Lord of
one
the
are you
Rings.
picking? Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Does Steve know
I used
about
to go to
this?
Hobbitville, New Zealand, so yeah, I would totally live in Lord of the Rings.
So Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter are tied now. Star Wars is still in the lead, though,
Wow.
by 3.
K. Razzie.
Wow. All right, that's you.
Oh, yeah, me. Yes, sorry. On a one-way trip to Mars where you're not able to come back and you can bring one person, who are you bringing with you?
Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna say Steve because my kids aren't here. When I choose
Safe.
between, yeah, he's doing like I win, right? Because you can't choose between one of your kids, and it would totally be Steve.
Yeah,
I
100%.
did. I
Makes sense.
definitely did.
Your
I
kids
told
can't go
my
on
boys
Patreon, it's
they'd
fine.
live by themselves.
He was taking his daughter.
Yep.
All right, number 5. What video game character would you be if you could be one?
Oh,
Do you play a lot of video games?
so like back when it was like Super Nintendo and N64, yeah, I
Right.
played all the time.
Nice.
Now, you know, kids and life,
Very
I let
leading.
Steve have.
Very leading.
Yeah.
She's an adult. She doesn't play video games.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, video games right now. So let me think. Hi, what should I be?
Steve! Steve!
Video characters. I could be any game
If I was a
character.
video, he's going to be like Samus, baby. Samus.
Waluigi.
Oh, no.
I know. I was like, I could be. I mean, with Mario coming out, but I'm not a Peach. I don't think. Like, I don't think I'm a princess. You know what? I love Zelda. Maybe Zelda.
Okay, Zelda's that's
Princess
the first one.
Zelda, I dig
Yeah.
it. That's the first Zelda we've had.
Nice.
Yeah. I played that all the time. I love that game.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
I also love Donkey Kong. I'm right with everything.
Okay.
Donkey Kong's good.
Okay. So, if you had to be naked, not a sexual thing, in front of a celebrity that is 50 years old at minimum 50 years old,
The celebrity.
who would it
or
be, man or woman? But you had to pick both.
It would be Jason Segel.
Jason
I think-
Segel.
Wait, he's not
Oh,
50 though, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, so the celebrity has to be 50.
Yes.
Or-
50-year-old.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got to be 50 or older.
Steve,
how old
Jason Segel?
Sorry, I'm like blowing out the sound probably of this thing.
No, you're good.
He's
All right, let me think of an
definitely-
Old person. I'm sorry. If you're a 50 year old,
old person.
What's that on? Well, I know who you would want. Let me think. An older celebrity. You know, like, I guess we should go with one of my favorite, like, old guys that we were just talking about yesterday. Maybe like Steve Martin.
Okay.
Like, he'd be awkward.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he would be cool.
Yeah.
He would be, he'd be
Yeah.
like, I understand this is embarrassing to have to be naked in front of
Yeah,
somebody.
He'd be very supportive.
Yeah.
He would be. And yeah, I think that's who I would choose.
Okay, so how about a female?
You got to pick a female now.
Female. female. Okay, so
Jason Segel's 43, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say-
yeah,
not
he
even
didn't make
close.
it. Yeah,
I think he wasn't too much older than I am.
But, ouch.
yeah.
A female. Okay, maybe. I don't know. See, I don't pay attention to women as much as men. Let me think. No, I fucking hate her. I'm sorry.
Who? No, you can curse, but only 3
Sandra
times.
Bullock.
So that's your
Can't
first
stand
one.
her.
I'm just
She's so
kidding.
overrated.
Wait, who?
Sandra Bullock. I hate her.
Yeah.
Gina.
You just
I agree
hurt-
with that.
You just hurt
I
Jack.
know what enemies. I know,
You
but I
just-
just don't get it.
Gina!
Yes.
We were doing so well.
That is the
We
love of his
We're
life right
such good
Sandra
friends.
Bullock, really?
I spoke so highly of you.
I know. I'm sorry to ruin our friendship. but
I
just don't get
showed
it.
your
You wanted
picture to
tell
my
her.
family members and was like, this is my friend Gina.
there. Not anymore. He's ripping it.
But this text message I'm about to send will be scathing.
that's his
I
love
mean,
of his
okay,
life.
explain it to me. Just explain it to me. What is it about her that's endearing? Because I can't even look at her face.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
this is
I mean-
this is all Jack.
No, what about her is endearing? The fact that she seems very normal, very down to earth. She doesn't seem like one of these supermodel types that would go out and wear the $80,000 pair of shoes. And she's also from Alabama, which is where my family's from, and she just has that southern charm. I just love her. She's great.
I can respect that. I can respect it.
Can I change my answer from earlier?
No. Maybe maybe at the end.
Maybe at the end. Okay.
So wait, so you're not picking Sandra Bullock?
seriously though, Gina, you are dead to me.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're off the Christmas card list.
All right, we're just gonna hang up here. And that was Gina, gang.
Sorry, the podcast is driving through a tunnel.
Yeah.
Wow,
Hit some
look
static.
at that connectivity. Wasn't Gina just terrible?
Yeah.
The worst taste.
But wait, you didn't pick Sandra Bullock though.
Yeah, who'd you pick?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Anybody
only
but.
because. I don't even who's even an older person. I don't even know.
Who's
Oh, I know who. Okay, I don't know her name though.
Okay.
She just did the movie where she did full frontal nudity.
Who?
And
God.
she would be standing too. Oh gosh, she's a British actress. I think British.
Tilda Swinton?
No. She's another.
Okay.
She's another one. I was like, okay. What is her name? Hold on, I'm gonna Google it real quick.
What movie was she in?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember what it's called either. She was also, I think, like Annie McPhee and Matilda. She was like the
Emma Thompson?
Yes, Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Who is that?
I would
Emma
get
Thompson?
her.
She's
You
in
know
Nanny
Emma
McPhee.
Thompson. Wait, you said full frontal nudity? Oh, you are full frontal nudity. Okay.
Yes, it was like
Nanny
the
McPhee
whole-
too got
I
really
was like-
weird.
yeah.
I was like, what?
That
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
it was this whole thing where she hired like a male prostitute because she had just gotten a divorce and she was like trying to find her sexuality. And so it was like all shot in this like hotel room. It was just her and this younger guy. And it was very good. I thought it was a very good
Oh,
movie.
my wife watched this. I walked in. I'm like, "What are you watching?" And she explained the plot to me, and I'm like, "Okay." I just kept watching.
Nice.
It's so romantic.
No, that's a good pick. No one's picked her yet. Or Steve Martin.
Steve
But a lot of
Martin's
people
good.
have picked comedians, which is interesting.
They're
Or
less
like funny
threatening.
people, yeah. They're less
Well, comedians
threatening.
are self-deprecating, so that makes sense.
All right. So we got the last question, which is a really hard one. Pepsi
Okay,
or Coke?
Oof.
Pepsi.
See?
What?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wild Cherry Pepsi is my favorite soda. It's the only. I'm not a big soda drinker, but if I'm gonna drink it, it's Wild Cherry Pepsi all day.
How much has Big Pepsi paid you to say this on the podcast?
The descent is growing. I don't have to say anything anymore because now that you've picked Pepsi, you're completely disreputable.
You've lost
Pepsi.
2 out of 3 of us.
No Sandra Bullock
No,
and no Pepsi and no Coke.
no,
Wow.
Pepsi.
Wow.
Wow.
Pepsi.
Yep.
Where did you grow
So
up?
so far you are in the minority with that. It's a 6
I know,
for Pepsi,
I know. It's an unpopular choice. Everyone else
Yeah.
is wrong.
18 for Coke. It's 1/3. 1/3.
I said Dr. Chet, but nobody took me seriously.
Doctor,
No.
you also said RC Cola.
Yeah, no. None of that.
None of that bamboozlement.
Okay, these are good. I'm a little scared, but I could handle
Those
that.
are
Not
good.
bad.
We've got 2 more questions for you.
Oh,
at the
we
end,
ask-
but
yeah, later,
not
later.
right now.
Yeah.
You thought we'd let you off that easy.
Yeah. The other ones get even crazier.
Yeah, a little worse.
Yeah. But that's near the end.
Yeah.
Just something to think about between that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Just remember that it's going to get worse.
Yeah. Jack's going to make him even harder now that you've disappointed him so.
I'm going to add all these caveats to
Yeah.
yours and yours alone.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
If here's the thing. I'm going to go back to this. I'm not a huge Sandra Bullock fan either. There are some Hold on. There are some I'm talking to Jack cuz he's very disappointed right now. There are some movies that I like her in. Listen, I like Speed. I liked Gravity.
There's violence coursing through my veins.
There's decent ones. I just, she's also in Speed 2, and there's some other ones that weren't so good. She's, to me, very...
What's the new one? The Golden City or the Lost City or whatever it is?
Oh, that was the one with Channing Tatum
Yeah.
and
Brad Pitt.
Daniel Radcliffe and Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I didn't see that one.
Jen just made me watch the one with her and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, the
Proposal.
proposal.
Yes.
Proposal. It's on all the time, and it's terrible.
That's
Why would
why
they even
she's
have that?
okay. Now we're getting to the bottom of this.
Which is hilarious, because that's my mom's favorite.
That's
like,
one of
Sandra
Jen's
Bullock's.
favorite movies.
Yeah.
Now we're peeling this onion a little bit.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, they play it all the time, and I don't understand why. You know
That's
what?
why.
It was just
Because
a
Jack keeps writing letters. That's why.
That's right.
Play more.
Guys, you need more Sandra.
More Sandra. Play the proposal again. Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you seen
think
Gravity?
I have not.
Okay, that's a good one. It's like
Is
a
that where
quick.
she's just floating around for
Yeah, it's just
2
like
hours?
a quick like hour and a half in
All right.
space. It's
Okay.
quick.
Hour
There's
and a
like
half
2
in
people
space.
on the cast.
George Clooney's in it and her. That's it.
Is that really everybody who's on camera?
Yeah, there's a couple like quick side characters
Yeah.
and stuff, but for the most part, it's just them two.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Wow.
then I mean it's pretty short. It's action packed throughout. Like it
Because
just
those
goes
two
quick.
ate the whole budget on crew. So
Yeah, probably. That's what they needed to like sell the movie.
Yeah.
Just get two big stars.
Okay, you remember back? I mean, obviously we're in a day and age now where brands sell movies.
Yeah.
But remember back in the day, it's like, oh, the new Sandra Bullock movie's coming out.
Yeah.
Like the lead actor was the brand.
I think there's still star power, but
Not
it's
as
not
much,
as
though.
much as it used to be. Yeah.
Nobody's like, wow, that new Tom Hanks movie's coming out because it's
Well-
always on Apple Plus and nobody fucking has that.
But that's because big budget blockbusters, they're not taking a lot of chances anymore. So a lot of them are based on like franchises.
Yeah.
So they
That's why I
use the
said brands.
franchise.
They're all
Yeah,
brands
they just
now.
use the franchise rather than using the star power. But there are still like movies that they can still kind of
Who do you think is like a legitimate, like not because you have very specific taste, but like who do you think is a legitimate draw to the theaters? Who's going, wow, the new Richard Gere movie is coming out. Like,
You know,
who is that?
I
person?
really-
I really hate this, and it's in terms of box office presence and not so much acting ability, but definitely Dwayne Johnson.
Oh
Yeah.
The Rock is one of the biggest draws,
except
in
for Black
Hollywood.
Adam,
yeah, Black Adam did not do as well as
and
I was
his
hoping.
ego is taking a hit.
Big hit.
And I love The Rock. I'm a wrestling fan. I love
He
The
doesn't
Rock.
like him.
But
don't like The
fuck,
Rock.
man, I know. Oh yeah, that's right. You hate him. But like he got knocked down a peg and a half.
Yeah, that
Yeah, he did.
Jack
That's why he's
feels,
like live action Moana.
Jack feels about The Rock how you feel about Sandra Bullock, I think. Gina.
Okay. I mean, I like The Rock, but
But like, who's putting asses in seats at
Tom-
movie
I think
Tom
he's,
Cruise
I
is
think he's
too.
still Tom Cruise, but that's also I think like the franchise thing.
He's
Because
built his own
Mission
franchises.
Impossible. Mission Impossible is like gonna draw.
Like 1 million people go see Fast and Furious.
I don't know why, but yes,
But
they do.
They do. Just
They do.
admit that they do.
They do. Cars in space
But-
are cool now, I guess.
But nobody's running out to see a Vin Diesel movie. So like it's the same thing where Vin Diesel's built the franchise with himself in it.
Yeah.
But if Vin Diesel did The Last Witch Hunter or whatever the fuck he did last, nobody's going to see it.
That was so long.
Right.
Yeah, that was bad.
Or Triple X1.
Yeah.
Everything else he's done has just been so he's not like even though he's in a top franchise, he's not a draw.
I think for the most part, maybe like DiCaprio would probably still draw some people, but honestly, I think it's more like the movie. Not even if it's not a franchise, like Super Mario, it did pretty well, but that was like something that.
But it is a franchise because it's based on.
I mean, it
lore.
is, but it's not. It hasn't been a movie since '93, and that's.
But
it's Nintendo.
But it's been a million video games and is beloved worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even filmmakers, I don't even think have that gusto anymore.
Well,
that
I don't
they
know.
Used to.
Nolan, other than Tenet, Nolan,
I was gonna say,
think is
I felt like Nolan was the last one, and it kind of slipped away with Tenet.
Tarantino. Tarantino still draws.
He's only making one more movie.
Well, he's gonna draw till he's done.
Let's see. Until he makes 50 Netflix series to get around his own role.
Something.
Yeah. You know what I think it is, though? Because of social media, like you can see your favorite celebrity whenever you want. So you don't need to go to the see them anymore.
I can follow Tom
yeah.
Hanks on Instagram.
Well, also like all the streaming services and stuff like that, people just kind of you don't really have to go to the movie unless like the thing is big budget blockbusters now are just Marvel, Star Wars.
Yeah,
you know, they're really big ones. Yep. Those are the ones that are drawing all the people. And even those, like Ant-Man dropped by like 75% by week 2.
I watched the first 30 minutes of Ant-Man and I went, yeah, I can wait on this.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is I feel like even those, like it's getting harder. Like I don't know. There's going to be surprises still. There's still going to be something. But like no one expected even Titanic in 97 to do what it did.
But like even like Oppenheimer's coming out now.
Yeah.
Like what do you think that's going to do? Is it going to ride
I don't think
the
it's
train
nothing.
or is it going to
It's not enough for like to draw.
What was his last war movie? What was the World War
Dunkirk.
How'd that do? I saw it.
Dunkirk did okay. I think it drew a decent amount of people.
Yeah, like I thought it was pretty good. Like I liked it, but I
like
don't know how it did.
1917 better, but
I haven't
a
seen
war
it.
film. Oh, it's such a good war film.
1817?
1917. Yeah, it takes place in World
Got
War
a lot of critical acclaim.
1817, very different war.
1817, that was a different World War One.
There were slingshots and can-do attitudes.
Yeah.
A lot of pointy spears.
No, but yeah, it's hard now. Social media, streaming services, star power. The problem is nowadays, almost like anybody can be a star depending on what you watch. Like,
But that's
like
probably
YouTube
a
stars.
good thing.
Well,
Probably.
kind of, except for like now, like they're
Because we
always
didn't
like,
have a choice before. Like it's just who we were given by the studio.
Yeah, but I like less choices because there's just like too many. There's too much stuff.
You want Pepsi or Coke, and that's it.
Yeah. But that's the thing is like if you
It's flooded for sure.
You can't catch up with everything. Somebody can be like, "Have you seen The White Lotus?" And it's like, "No, I'm watching 40 other shows."
No.
Yeah.
And how many other movies? And it's hard to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
I think it's just because there's like too much content, and a lot of it, especially when it comes to like Netflix and other streaming services, is the wide net where they just throw everything out there, see what sticks, and usually
and not renew anything.
And every 2 years they get something like Stranger Things or Orange is the New Black, but for the most part, not a lot of it sticks, or they do 2 seasons and they're like, this is too expensive now.
They've had like less than 10 things where they went more than 2 seasons.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
Streaming services don't make as much money. Like they don't make a lot of money at all.
Because that's the thing. I saw like Tom Hanks on my scrolling banner on my smart TV in that movie. Was it like Fitch or something? It's Tom Hanks and a robot in the future.
Yeah, I forget what
And I saw it on Apple Plus, and I'm like, really?
Tom Hanks and a robot in the future, and I was like, nah.
Keep scrolling, people. Keep scrolling.
Yeah. Keep it going.
What actor, not necessarily your favorite, but what would be an actor that would bring you to the theater?
See, I don't know.
You don't have one.
Yeah,
what would you pick, Gina?
I'm pretty cheap, so it would take a lot to get me to the theater. I did go see Mario. Just like I wanted something to do, but most of the time I'm like, I can just wait for it to stream at home, and then I can like be comfortable.
Bingo.
So it's like I don't mind waiting. You know what I mean? So there's nobody where it's like, oh my gosh, they have a movie, I have to see that in the theater. Like Not really. I think it's more content based, or franchise based, where it'd be like, but even then, I'm not that passionate about anything where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go spend $50 to watch a show for an hour.
And well, that's how it is that way if you have kids too. It's like it goes from a $12 movie to a $50 movie in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Or you got to find a sitter and pay a sitter and go through that whole
and then
process.
You're going to pay more than you would to just bring them to the theater.
The only person I could really think of is like, besides like your Tom Hanks, your Tom Cruise, other miscellaneous Toms. Like Pedro Pascal has like built up a lot of goodwill lately.
Except he hasn't always been in great movies.
He hasn't. But he's got some goodwill built up right now. So
Wonder Woman 84 was horrible.
Horrible. But his next move could be crucial. Like if he was in a big blockbuster movie, not a franchise, but like a big budget movie.
Well, it's like you said with the director's thing. I think a director has a better chance of getting me if I really like I like Tarantino. So like I probably would go see his movie.
Yeah.
In theaters. And I do like, for the most part, even though I didn't see Tenet, I do like, Christopher Nolan. I like Spielberg.
Yeah. Well, but those are all very fucking easy choices.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's those.
You know who's really good? That Steven Spielberg guy.
He's going places.
He's got talent.
That dude makes a movie.
Kid, Steven Spielberg.
Any movie he makes, it's like that's got to be nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, but like, did you run out and see BFG?
No, but I did like The Fabelmans a lot.
Did you?
I thought that was one of my favorite movies.
But it's about Hollywood, and you fucking love Hollywood.
Well, I like it because it's actually an autobiography about his life and how he became a director. Yeah. It's actually really good, and it's, kind of depressing because it's about his life, and his life was kind of rocky in some areas, which I was surprised he put in there.
All his wives.
And a lot of it's true. No, like his mom left his father for his father's best friend.
Ew.
And then he blamed his father because he always thought it was his father's fault for years. And then he realized like 15 years, 20 years later that she actually left him and stuff. And then he kind of regretted how he felt.
Oh, so is he like, oh man, thank goodness Uncle Steve stepped up.
Yeah.
After the fact.
He thought they were just like friends. And when he was younger, and it's like, nope, they were, they were hanging out and stuff. So like, there's like some of that, and then there's some like anti-Jewish hate from back then, and that he had to put up with. And
anti-Semitic.
I know. I said it. I know. But for the most part, I liked it because it was a little bit different than most of the stuff he's put out there.
All right, maybe I'll give it a shot. That's on like
BFG.
Netflix, is it?
Yeah, most of them are all on streaming.
Yeah,
streaming stuff.
My favorite place.
Yep, just sit on the couch and watch it from home.
Yeah, especially when you get that big TV you got.
Yeah.
Very nice.
4K, baby.
I don't know. I like going to the theater because it forces me to watch the movie. Whereas if I'm at home, I'll pause it a lot and I'll go do other things, or I'll be on my phone or something. But if I go to the theater, I'm like forced to watch the movie. But I like it.
Well, see, if I have a movie I really, really want to watch, which I have a 7-month-old baby, so that has not happened in a while.
Right.
But if it's a movie I really want to watch, it's a phone in the other room situation.
Okay.
Because I don't want to fiddle fuck on my phone and get notifications and texts. If it's important to me and I really want to watch that movie, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
Because I want to pay attention and I want that theater experience at home.
I try to do that. Kim's very like, she'll be on her phone sometimes, and then last time we were watching like this one movie, and I knew there was a twist coming up, and she was on her phone, and I just like snatched it from her.
You're
and I'm
like,
watch this part. I'm like, watch this, you're gonna miss it. But I'm like trying not to spoil the twist.
And she looks up, she's like, who's that?
Yeah. No.
Forrest Whitaker's in this movie?
Yeah, that's crazy. He's been in it for the last hour.
That's me. If I get carried away, I'm on my phone the entire movie, and I hate that. But
Gina, do you watch like Marvel films and stuff? Do you like all the Marvel and Star Wars and big budget stuff?
Me?
Yeah.
Not particularly. Like I watched Endgame. I watched like the big like ones. I saw them in the theater. Most of the time the Marvel stuff makes me fall asleep. Like the solo superhero movies. Like I'm just kind of okay, but I'm not. I like a good show. I don't know what it is. I think I prefer a really solid, because the shows they make nowadays are so good, like the content and everything. So I think I just prefer that, even though I might binge a show, and watch it just as long as a movie. But I'm more of a TV person than a movie. We really like Lord of the Rings here, and all that lore and stuff. Star Wars, I can't Can't into
You
it.
can't get into it.
No,
So Lord of the
I
Rings, but not Star Wars.
Go watch Andor.
Andor is just a flat
Phenomenal.
out phenomenal TV show. Forget the Star Wars. Forget any
There's
of
no
that.
pew pew pew.
Andor is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
You could take it out of Star Wars and it
Yep.
would just
It
fit.
still hits.
Nice.
Have you watched that, Robert Lamb?
No.
You should.
I'll
I
watch
know you're not
it.
a big Star Wars
Well,
person.
no,
by
it's just
any
hard
means.
for me to get into shows. Like I'm very slow at watching shows because like once I start a show, then I'm like, I'm in this for
It's like it's not the film.
12 to
It's
20
not the
episodes. I watch one movie, I'm done in 2 hours, I'm good. But that's not the
No,
case with shows.
I like having.
I like law
something-
informed storytelling.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot of people like that because there's a lot of content and you can like keep watching it and like.
Listen,
I
Last
get
of
that.
Us could have been a movie.
Yeah.
It could have been.
Yeah.
But it was way better as a
No,
full
I think it
series.
was
Yeah, I
decent
agree.
as a show. Although
I know you're a big Last of Us fan. We haven't
decent.
talked about it since it came out.
Last of Us and Last of Us 2 are two of my favorite games, video games of all
Mm-hmm.
time. They're in my top 10. The show, while I liked it, there were a few things I would have they could have made it was almost perfect. And they just missed out a little
Can't
bit.
you accept almost perfect?
No,
though?
I want perfect. I want perfection. Okay? They could have made it perfect. They were so close. But it was still good. I still liked it.
It's
Also
not
watched
the
season
way that
2.
they have it in the game.
No, that I don't mind. I don't mind deviating. There's just parts that like okay, here's Gina. Have you
Spoilers
watched
for Last of
wait,
Us.
Have you watched Last of Us?
Yes.
Okay.
Spoilers to everybody listening for Last of Us.
So in the video game Last of Us,
in 14 or 15 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, because this comes out weekly. So yeah.
Oh, that's true. This is
So
this,
no.
This
I
is
don't
the
think
17th
too many
episode.
worries.
if you're listening to 6 months after,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But spoiler anyways, just in case. One issue I had was just that, and I'm not one that needs a ton of action or anything. I like story over everything. I don't need a lot of action scenes and stuff. But it did feel like there weren't that many interactions with infected. And like the infected only were in certain areas.
yeah.
And then there's a 3-month time jump where they didn't even really talk about what happened in the 3 months. Like nothing about like seeing infected or anything like that. Then there's no infected in the last like 4 episodes. So part of me was like, do they really need a cure? Like just don't go where the infected are. It kind of felt like when you play the game, you're running into the infected like, every hour, maybe every 2 hours for like a 12-hour game or
But they're
14-hour game.
traveling across the country in like the Midwest where like nobody has stationed themselves and there's no resources besides water and
Well, right, but I'm just saying, like, if that's the case, like, they're not running into the infected in Wyoming or any of that kind of stuff, like, then just live there.
But if everybody did that, then the
There's not
infected
that
would
many
follow the
people.
noise.
No, I don't know. Also, there's, like, some weird, like clickers can only hear sound, yet that clicker followed her into the van when it was chasing her, Ellie. And then she comes, when that whole thing, like, all of that stuff is
See,
shooting.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, and it's a clicker that only hears that, so it should be running all over the place, but yet it follows her into the van.
Maybe they
and then
can
it
get
attacks that
hyper-focused?
lady.
I don't know.
That wasn't ever like.
So is it not enough or too much action? I don't understand.
No, that was just weird. That was just I was like, that's kind of like a weird misstep. Like, shouldn't the clicker not know she's there? Because there's like so much shooting and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just like some of that stuff. Like I still like the show, and
It's a
like,
very well written, I mean, it's the Chernobyl
it's well directed.
people,
Well,
like-
yeah. And Neil Druckmann wrote the series. Like
Yeah.
he wrote the video games, and then he helped write the series. He
Yeah.
co-wrote it. So like, it's a labor of love, and the actors did great. It's just like there's just some things. There's some other stuff that I can't remember, but I remember the not really that many infected that except for that one big shootout in
like
Kansas
the 4th
City,
episode, yeah.
which only happened really because they dropped the truck. It like blew up and then fell into the thing.
Yeah.
It just kind of felt weird, like, maybe the infected aren't really that much of a nuisance.
But
I feel like Walking Dead is the same thing as it progressed. It turned more to the issues with humanity than it does with,
Right, and I
walkers.
think
You know what I mean? All these shows kind of always, eventually they go on long enough where the exterior problem isn't the problem anymore. It's like human interaction and relationships.
and that's actually something I like more about The Last of us than The Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead only had like just zombies, whereas The Last of Us has like different versions of the creatures, which is something I try to do in End of All Hope. Is I try to have different creatures because I feel if you just have one, once you figure out how to corral that's it. Yeah, you're just worried about people now, and then you're kind of doing the same thing over and over again. Like, oh, this guy's bad. He's got a bad group. We got to fight him.
Right.
We beat him.
That's why
Next
show
bad
shouldn't go
person.
13 seasons.
Yeah, it just went on to even the comics for The Walking Dead went on too long. I'm like, oh, we're just repeating. It's another bad group that they run into, and now they're living in this place.
And even the more interesting groups that they ran into on that show were the shortest lived.
Yeah,
like Terminus was 2 episodes.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, but you can just go back to like, I have a community, and we need resources. You can do that 12 times, but you can't fucking hang out with the cannibals that are making people jerky?
Yeah.
Hang out with that for a little while.
I see how that's going. Yeah, it felt... That's the other thing is I felt like Last of Us could have been a little bit better if they added 1 or 2 more episodes. Maybe like 1 more episode of Ellie and Joel, just them two, because they only had 1 episode where they were together by themselves. Every other episode is they were running into people, kind of getting separated a little bit. And like in the game, you get that connection because you're playing the game and you're always together. But in the show, it kind of felt rushed a little bit.
I was gonna say maybe they were worried about the sprint a little bit.
I just felt
because the thing about shows like that, they always complain that there's too many like especially Walking Dead. Once you get into 3rd, 4th, 5th season, there's too much downtime. There's too much sitting around.
But see, I don't mind that.
I don't
mind
either.
If it's good, like if they evolve the characters and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it feels like it's, like, still progressing them, not necessarily the story, but the character development between them.
Yeah, but when they do it out of necessity, they don't do that.
No, I know. I just, like, it's just, there was just, like, a few things. I still like the show. I still thought it was an awesome show. But maybe because I love the game so much, and, like, I just feel like, especially the sequel, which a lot of people do not like, Last of Us 2, the game.
Why?
It's very divisive. But it's one of my favorite games. My third
big
favorite
plot
game.
moments.
Yeah, there's some big stuff. Yeah. So but they're gonna do that. They're gonna split that one into 2 seasons. So it's gonna be season 2 and 3, which is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, should we do the last 2 questions for Gina?
I mean, yeah,
we gotta rush.
We gotta go.
It's already 10:59. All right, Gina, we got 2 more questions.
All right.
First one is, do you want to do the first one or me?
I don't care.
All right. Stripper name if you had to be a stripper. This one's a little tricky.
Oh gosh.
Steve's ears just perked right up. What's going on in there?
Yeah.
Stripper names. Ideas, Coyle? Yeah, that's what he says.
He's like, let's workshop this.
Like, you go right to Foxy, but I would not describe myself as Foxy. So, I like alliteration. So, like, I don't know. Glimmer, I don't know, like, I don't know.
Shimmer.
You would use your real name?
Shimmer.
Crystal
Blue. Crystal Blue.
There we go.
Crystal Blue.
Just go Crystal Blue.
Okay.
Crystal Blue to the stage.
The next one, if you could be an animal, what would you be? And as that animal, you have to have sex with another animal that is not the same species as you. What animal is that?
Have fun with this one.
All right. So I got in there. I caught like the last 5 minutes of the live that you did last night. So I thought that this might be coming up. So I did give it a little bit of thought.
Okay.
I would say a giraffe because like nobody really nobody bothers a giraffe.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like they're just like cool. Like I mean I'm sure they have a natural predator because everyone does, but
yeah, they do.
I can't think of what.
They have to be very tall.
So, they're super tall now. But this is where we run into the problem, though. If I were to have sex with another animal as a giraffe, logistically,
you need another tall animal.
Yeah.
Right. Which leaves you with like an elephant. Now, would I be a male giraffe? Because then that could work. But if I were a female giraffe,
I don't know if we need to dig into that too much.
No. Let's draw a diagram.
I think we'll just no alliterations necessary.
But if you're giraffe and elephant.
Well, that's the only other. I mean, what other big animal is there?
Hippos,
whale,
rhinoceros,
Tyrannosaurus
whale.
Rex.
Yeah.
No, you can't go dinosaurs.
Ostrich.
Nothing that's
I mean,
extinct.
Figure how they get this like little chihuahua.
Right. I mean,
We're talking hip dysplasia at best.
Yeah.
I'd be limited on options. You know what I mean? Like if I were a giraffe, I'd have limited options. Yeah, and I just don't want that person to be me.
Yeah.
You know, like. Yeah.
I think that works.
Yeah. So that's all I could think of.
No, that's good.
That was great.
That's good. All right, are we calling it? That's
Thank
the
you.
hour.
Thank you so much, Miss Gina, for stopping in and breaking my heart.
Really
sorry.
stomping on it.
It's so great to talk to you, though, every time you're on with us, Gina. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Always love chatting with you.
All right, we'll talk
Good
to you
luck to
soon.
Yes,
Thank
take it
you.
easy.
All right, bye.
Bye.
This has been a 7 Lamb production.